are live and recording. How exciting for many reasons. One, because I love listening to my own voice, but two, because this podcast has been so long in the making. And I know that you probably do not realize the amount of time that has gone into preparing for this current moment, but I do, and for that reason I'm giving myself a metaphorical pat on the back. I say metaphorical because if I were to do it for real, you would hear it on this incredibly sensitive microphone that I just spent the last 20 minutes setting up for this podcast. The second I start recording, the AC turned on and made it completely impossible to hear anything I was saying, so I have since relocated to a room with louder AC, which is currently on break. So hopefully this podcast will be over by the time the AC turns back on. AC stands for air conditioning, not AC Slater. But if you know that reference, you were a 90s kid. Hello, welcome to the Buy My Song podcast. Oh my gosh, it's so exciting to finally say that. Guys, I have wanted a podcast for so long, and let me tell you why. One, I'm incredibly important, and I have so many important things to say, and this is my form of charity. Two, I love talking. I'm a Leo, so it's second nature to me. Give me something to talk about. I'll keep talking about it. You want to talk about Taylor Swift? I'll talk about fucking Taylor Swift. Anyways, I'm a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. I love talking, and I love that I am finally getting a platform to ramble, and, you know, you can choose not to listen if you don't want to, which gives me complete freedom to keep talking. But I'm a little nervous because this is so legit, and every little hiccup and swallow and, you know, whatever other random bodily noises I make are going to be documented on this incredibly high quality microphone that I purchased. And so I'm trying to be really careful and mindful with what I'm saying. And that's hard for me because, you know, word vomit, Katie Heron, you know, it's who I am. On that note, hello, welcome to the Buy My Song podcast. And you might be wondering, why is it called Buy My Song? Do we even buy music anymore? We stream it. I pay $10 a month, and that's how I get my music. And to you, I say support music. But anyways, it's called Buy My Song podcast because my name is Brady, and I am an independent musician from Seattle, Washington. I also have a 9-to-5 that has nothing to do with music, and I would like to change that one day. So I am using this podcast to document my journey, starting from a person with lots of dreams to someone with hopefully a lot of money. No, I'm kidding. Actually, with a lot of adoring fans. No, I'm also just kidding again. Someone who is more in touch with his artistic side, because I feel that my college years have stripped it away from me, and I'm now 23 years old, and I have the ability to define whatever life for myself that I want. And so I'm taking advantage of that, and today is the first day of the rest of my life, ladies and gentlemen. And the same goes for you as well. A little bit more about me. I'm 23 years old. I live in Seattle, Washington. I'm a certified yoga teacher, and I do have a 9-to-5 that has nothing to do with yoga or music. And I lived a life until now where I did whatever my parents told me, which meant go to college, major in engineering, and become an engineer. And now I'm like, you know, I would love to do something that makes me ecstatic to wake up every day. And you know what makes me ecstatic to wake up every day is music. So hopefully one day I will be able to say that I am a full-time musician, but for now, I am a musician with a 9-to-5. And I'm so excited to share that on this podcast, along with many, many other things. I am excited to have a ton of people who are excited to come. I think I've used the word excited a lot in the last couple seconds, but anyways, I am ecstatic. I am exuberantly looking forward to having a lot of cool guests on this podcast to talk about finding and defining your artistic voice and finding a space in this world for you and the things that you want to say. And this isn't to say that if you have a 9-to-5 that can't be your calling, but I can tell you that it's not mine. So thank you for listening to the first episode of Buy My Song podcast. Once again, this is just a test episode to make sure I'm using this expensive microphone correctly, which I think I am, but the AC keeps turning on and I keep having to stop recording and re-recording, and I'm just fucking sick of it. So this episode's ending now. But don't get me wrong, I'm so excited to see what's going to be coming in this podcast, in particular the first episode, which I will leave in suspense. But until next time, please take care of yourself and give someone a hug today, because someone needs one. I don't know who it is. So just hug every single person you interact with, and one of those people will be very grateful for it. So until next time, cheers.